They say that riding a bike is as close as you can get to flying. Not flying like how an airplane flies, but flying like how a bird flies. Beating your wings like a hummingbird to ascend up the mountain and then soaring back down like an eagle. I'm in beautiful Northern California on an epic car-free trail, but I didn't find this road on my own. I needed some help. So I called the LBS, that's local bike shop. Every town's got one, but have you been there lately? Hey, it's Sparks and Squeaks. Thank you, Dave.
Need something for your bike today, or just come to hang out and talk for a bit?
Just visiting today.
Nice. Sparks, you were asking about places to ride.
Yeah.
Easiest locally is this road called Low Gap, right here. And there's a couple of places along the way for mile markers. And so Low Gap goes up here. And this intersection here is 3 miles out. And then there's another cattle guard about 6 miles out. And that's what we consider the top hill. And that's where most people ride up and they turn around and coast back to town. You literally ride uphill for the first 6 miles and even a little further out to perhaps 8 miles. And when you turn around, there are 3 spots you have to pedal on the way back that total less than a mile.
So we get to soar down like an eagle.
Like an eagle. As I was telling you, you can take Low Gap Road and you can ride it all the way over to it meets where Springs and ride back to town. And that's about a 40-mile loop and about 7,000 feet of elevation gain. But there is a shortcut.
A shortcut?
Yeah, there is another road. It's a private road, and it runs from right about here.
It's not on the map?
No, it's not on the map. It's private, and it's about as close to secret as you can get. And it runs over to there.
But if it's a private road, then I'm probably going to be trespassing if I ride my bike on it.
It is a private road, and access is restricted with a permit that's free, but you have to get the permit. And it's weekends only.
Well, if I ride on a weekend, are there going to be a bunch of cars passing me on this road?
Unlikely. There's a few ranches out there. I've ridden it off and on for 50 years. And if you see 1 car, that's a lot. If you see 2 cars, it's a busy day. You may see deer, pigs, mountain lion, bears, lots of birds, but very few cars.
Wow. So 25 miles or 40 kilometers, and we're going to be able to ride our bike on that road and probably not see any cars at all.
Just one thing, Sparks. It's kind of a locals only deal, so I don't want to see this on your YouTube channel.
Oh, we won't put this on YouTube.
Okay, good.
So not only did we get information that you can't find online, only at your local bike shop, but here at Dave's Bike Shop, he showed me a route that you can't even find on the map.
Well, come on in. Let's wander around. Sparks, have you ever tried to illuminate a black bicycle?
I can't say that I have.
You really have to pour light onto it to make it stand out. We decided to put in this daylight spectrum lighting. The fluorescent tubes and the track lighting are all daylight spectrum.
You put a lighting system in to make black bikes look better on the shelf.
Yes.
Wow, they look great.
Well,
but it's not a museum, they're for sale too.
They're absolutely for sale. They're fun to have, but they're more fun to put in other people's hands.
Great.
Sparks, did you check out this bike with the purple and the black, the purple anodized rims, and how that daylight spectrum lighting plays off the rims and the decals on the fork and the stem?
The purple looks like it's glowing.
Yeah, that was the goal.
Is this one for sale, Dave?
Well, this one's sold to a customer on the coast, but I have another one just like it in a box that's available.
Wow, what a shop.
Filled with spoke cutting machine number 61.
Wow, spoke cutting. So, sweet.
Yeah. Would you like a quick demo?
Please. You're actually going to make a spoke right now.
I am. And so we put the spoke in here and we put the spoke head over here. And then we put a little lube on it because that cools the tool and lubricates the tool as it makes the threads, because what it's doing is it's actually going to displace the molecules with two dies. It's going to roll it like Play-Doh through your hands, and it's going to squash the molecules, and they're going to change shape. When you get done, you'll be able to feel that the threads are actually slightly bigger diameter than the spoke. Cut it right here, and then this little arm is going to flip it up to roll it between the dies. So we cut it, and then it flips it up, and then one die's here now, and the other die's fixed in here. And now it's going to roll in between the dies like Play-Doh. And then we like to verify that it's a good cut, so we take a new nipple and we try it on there. But Sparks, come here and just feel this. You can feel that those threads are actually slightly larger than the spoke now.
Huh, they are.
Yeah, so we actually squashed the material, and the material actually grew.
I've never seen a bicycle spoke made before my own eyes before.
And through this process, it hardens those threads too, because it's called cold working the material.
Wow.
Like blacksmiths would do it, Japanese warriors, the samurai swords, the hammered samurai swords.
So we've got a lesson in blacksmithing, metallurgy, bicycle wheel building, and maybe some medieval Japanese history.
Hey Sparks, have you seen the way these electric bike stands work?
An electric bike stand.
An electric bike stand.
Does it repair the bike for you?
Nah, if only. That's what they haven't mechanized yet. No robotic bike repair yet. Lower it down. We're going to grab this one by the seat post so we don't mess up any decals. Let's swing that bike over there. Tighten that up. Push the button. It enables people who might not be as strong as other humans to be bike mechanics because they aren't required to lift the thing off the ground. A fully loaded touring bike can be as much as 70 pounds. Electric bikes run 50 to 75 pounds. You do some maintenance lighting and maintenance on them. Hey, come on up the stairs. Forget the junk. This is kind of a repository of everything that figure out what to do with that.
So this barn is full of junk. Wow, that is some good looking junk.
Here has a level of care, man. Why'd you pick Harley Davidson colors?
Because I have a Harley.
So you don't just ride bikes.
Oh no. It's all about having a little balance in your life, you know?
That's right.
As long as
That's
you don't
right.
get too tired.
Yeah. The thing about a motorcycle is it's like going downhill all day.
Bro, I know it's like a minute later, but I just got that too tired joke. That was a good one.
That's a funny looking bicycle. I've never seen a bicycle like that before.
And I've only seen this one. And this one's called a Cheltenham Pedersen. It's a late 1890s design. A gentleman named Pedersen designed railroad trestles, and this was his idea of the ultimate lightweight bike. And what made this bike ride really nice was the fact that the seat can flex and the seat can move. And the reason the seat can move is because these twin tubes here are only attached at the bottom, so they can flex. Then you have these cables with springs, and when I do that, you begin to get the idea. When you sit on this flexes. So when you hit bumps, this is a very comfortable ride. Think of, a business person riding to work, because in the 1890s, of course, you would take a streetcar or a horse. And so riding across the town square with cobblestones, bumping along on your Cheltenham Pedersen, and you also sit quite tall on it. If you can imagine, when you sit in it, it's like sitting in a lazy boy recliner reading a newspaper. Your elbows are on the arms of the chair, your newspaper's right here, and you're riding your bike, sitting up nice and straight. Hey Sparks, could you give me a hand for a minute? I've got a couple bikes I need to load up in the trailer, and Then I need to hook up the trailer, and I'll need a little help with that.
Sure, but where's it all going?
Well, I'm donating some used bikes to a local school district that has a plan to teach kids how to ride after school on the running track, the 440 track.
Really, they're going to ride bikes on the track?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's a great program. Some local teachers really got involved, and she's really doing a great job.
Fun, let's do it.
Let's get the trailer open first. That'll
Okay.
make it easier.
What's in the trailer?
Oh, all kinds of things. These first bikes here are going over to that local school I was mentioning. And then the boxes in the back and those other wheels, that's another donation trip. After I deliver these, when we get the trailer full again, then I take it to Sacramento to the Sacramento Bike Kitchen.
So you're going to go donate all these parts and all these bikes to a bike kitchen in the state capital 3 hours away?
150 miles, an exact 300-mile round trip. These two right here.
Okay.
And then let's roll over and I'll hang them on the hooks.
Okay.
Roll this one up.
Got that one?
Got that one.
Where's the other one?
Alrighty. We've got some other bikes for the next trip.
Is Squeaks going too?
It's dark in there, Squeaks. Come on, Squeaks. We're gonna close her up. Come on. Come on, good dog.
Squeaks, wow. There we go.
You got it. One and done.
All right.
I'm gonna need some help hooking up the Suburban next.
Wait, Squeaks.
Oh, thank you, Sparks. That was great.
All right, should we hook it up now?
I started in 2013, and I usually take, I work mostly with a place called the Sacramento Bike Kitchen, Sacramento, and I usually take 3 to 4 loads of bicycles a year over there. And any parts that come off for repairs the customer doesn't want, they're usable. We box them up, packaging them up, take them over there, and then they work with other nonprofits, neighborhood kids programs, and they pass this stuff on down also. So it trickles out into the community in a big way.
Hey, Dave. Thank you, bro. Like, thanks for doing that.
Oh.
It's a big effort to do it, but I know there's some kids who got on those bikes and that was a life-changing experience for them.
Because I know I was the last kid in the neighborhood to learn how to ride a bike. I was the last kid in the neighborhood to get a bike, and maybe that's how I ended up here. Squeaks, I have to ask you to move for just a second.
All right, we're gonna get off. Ready, Squeaks? Abajo.
Let's go in here. Let's kick that cone out of the way.
Sorry. I took it literally. Super strong doggy. Super strong doggy. So Dave, not only do you load up a trailer full of bikes and drive it 150 miles to go donate them at the state capitol, but I see you're involved in the community in other ways too. So what are these plaques on the wall?
Well, we sponsor a concert series every summer. We've done it consistently for a number of years, and they're free to the community, and they do about 7 each summer, and Sunday afternoons into the evening, and ending after the sun goes down. And it's really a great series. We enjoy sponsoring it, and it's a great way to give back to the community. And Yeah, and just about any school that comes in and asks for a donation for a fundraiser, we will contribute.
Thanks, Dave.
Ah, you're welcome, Sparks. Good to see you again.
My pleasure. So it looks like someone welded a bicycle frame to your gate here, Dave.
They did. We planned it that way. We wanted it to be as many used bicycle parts as we could have. There's 64 rims here. All of them are used. And since they're used, they were bent, worn out. They all had to be straightened before we could make the gate. Otherwise, you'd have a bunch of weird shaped wheels.
So you had to true the rims before you built the gate.
They all had to be hand straightened. So yeah, you can actually climb this, and it doesn't fold up, and it's incredibly strong in this direction because it's welded at 4 points and all these. So if you can imagine, this is nothing but a series of diagonal braces.
So while you could hop this fence, we do not encourage anybody to do so.
This is the bottom part of a dual suspension bike frame, and then the bottom bracket, which is the bearing the crank arms turn on, is what it pivots on. 2 crank arms. Then to tie the 2 halves together, we've got some dual suspension forks, and then these were recalled frames that we cut the heads off of and welded onto the gate.
So even that pink part right there
Yeah.
is from a bicycle.
Yeah, Cliff said, do you want me to buff that pink paint off of there? And I said, oh no, Cliff, we're going to leave that just like that. It was great fun. Absolutely my best project ever.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.